Hi and welcome. My name is Allison, and today we're just going to go ahead and get started in the middle of our mat, standing. So just stand with your feet about hip distance apart. Just take a moment to roll your shoulders up to your ears and then let them melt down your back. Just go ahead and shine your palms to the front of your space. If you're comfortable, just take a moment to close down your eyes. Just begin to notice your natural, neutral breath. Nothing to judge, just noticing. And then slowly begin to deepen your breath, lengthening the inhales and exhales. Just inviting a slight sense of invigoration into the body. And then on your next inhale, breathe in for a count of 4. Hold at the top of your breath. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold at the top, and then open mouth, exhale. 1 more time. Breathe in for 4. Hold at the top, and open mouth, let it go. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or flutter them open. Let's just take a moment to inhale, extend your arms high. Just for a nice full body stretch here, if you're just waking up. And then exhale, release your hands down by your sides. I wanted to start practice by warming up the joints. And this little part is actually influenced by an amazing teacher named Soleil Weller. So we will start by warming up the ankle joints. So go ahead and start with your right foot. And almost tuck your toes under so that the tops of your toes are planted on the earth. And then start to roll your ankle in a circle, one direction. And then go ahead and switch directions, circling the other way. You may hear some snaps, crackles, and pops here. And then go ahead and switch to the other foot. So roll your left toes under and begin circling them in one direction. And then switch direction. All right. And then plant both feet on the earth. Actually step your feet in to touch. And bend your knees and place your hands on your thighs. And then we'll just circle the knees, moving in one direction. And then change direction. Just waking up all the joints here. All right, good. Now we'll move on up the body into the hips. So you may want to put some distance in your feet. And then just go ahead and circle the hips, one direction. Not worrying about what it looks like. And then switch. All right, good. We'll move on up to the shoulders. So inhale, reach your shoulders up to your ears, and then let them melt down your back. And move through that a little quicker, several times, one direction. And then switch direction. So move your shoulders up to your ears and forward. Good. All right, moving into the wrists. So bring your hands together and interlace your fingers. And then also meet your elbows together. And then from here, just take your wrists into a figure 8. So moving as quickly or as slowly as feels okay in your wrists. And then it gets a little tricky here, but go ahead and try to reverse the direction if you can. It's pretty tricky. All right. And lastly, we'll go into the neck. So bring one ear to a shoulder, and then feel free to take it into half circles. Or if it's okay in your neck, you can bring it all the way back into a full circle. Going as quickly or slowly as feels appropriate to you today. Just moving in one direction to start. And then switch. Roll in the opposite direction. All right, and when you feel complete, just meet back in standing, back in mountain pose. And then let's take a moment for another full body stretch. So inhale, extend your arms high. Reach, 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 perhaps invite in a slight back bend. And then as you exhale, come into a forward fold. And from your forward fold, go ahead and drop down onto your knees, coming into a tabletop position. So from your tabletop, neutral spine, gaze is down. On your next inhale, gaze up, belly melts, cow pose. And exhale, round your back, gaze inward for cat. Couple more times. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Following your own breath, feel free to cycle through a few more cat-cows or invite any organic movement here that feels good. So perhaps gazing over one shoulder then the other, perhaps dropping into a child's pose. Just take 3 full rounds of breath to explore any movement that feels good. When you're ready, we'll meet back in neutral tabletop position. Walk your hands about 1 handprint in front of where they are. And then shift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. And again, just take a moment here to pedal out your feet. Bend one knee at a time. Just getting settled into perhaps your first down dog of the day. And when you're ready, go ahead and meet in stillness. Gaze towards the top of your space, and at the bottom of your next exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain pose, hands reach high. Exhale, take a baby back bend. Stay for an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on the mat. Step back into plank position, top of a push-up. Breathe in. And then lower your knees as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the earth, setting up for low cobra. So untuck the tops of your feet, hug your elbows in towards your side bodies. And then inhale, rise, low cobra. And exhale, melt your forehead or chin down to the mat. Inhale, rise through tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain pose. Exhale, cactus your arms behind you, baby back bend. Stay for a round of breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back to plank position. So just waking up the body through sun A's. Go ahead and drop your knees down to the earth, and then bend your elbows. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Setting up for low cobra. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come up through tabletop or plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last round. Breathe in. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, cactus your arms behind you, baby back bend. Stay for an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back to plank position. Stay in your plank for a full 2 rounds of breath. You got it. Inhale. And on your next exhale, shift your hips up and back, coming back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And open mouth, sigh. From here, go ahead and drop down into child's pose. So knees out wide, big toes touch. Sit your hips back and reach to the front of your space, dropping your forehead on the mat. Take a moment to rock your forehead side to side, massaging out the third eye center. And we'll just give the side body some love. So staying in your child's pose, you may want to lift your head up for a moment to walk your hands over to the right side of your space. And then go ahead and drop your head back down. Feeling a nice opening in your left side body. And inhale, slowly return to center in your child's pose. And then gently walk your hands over to the left side of your space, opening up the right side body. And when you're ready, slowly return to center in your child's pose. And then rise into a tabletop position. Bring your knees a little bit closer together, and then just simply bend your elbows to come down onto your belly. And then just go ahead and flip over onto your spine. And from here, we'll set it for bridge pose. So your heels are somewhat close to your sits bones. Arms are along your side bodies. Press into the earth firmly with your feet, and then slowly rise your hips off the ground, coming into bridge. So really engage your legs and your glutes here. Feel free to keep your arms right here, or perhaps you interlace your fingers at your low back on the ground. Take a deep breath in and out. And to release from this pose, come up onto your tippy toes first. On your next exhale, one vertebra at a time, slowly release down to the earth. Go ahead and toe heel your feet out about as wide as your mat and let your knees knock in toward one another. Take your arms out to a T or a goalpost and gently begin to sway, rocking your knees from side to side. And next time your knees fall to the right, let them stay there for a gentle twist. Your gaze can be up or over to the left. If you're craving a deeper twist today, you can always take your right foot on top of your left knee to encourage a deeper twist. Take another deep breath in and out. And gently return to center. And then let your knees fall to the left. Again, gaze can be up or over to the right. Another full breath. And then slowly return to center. Go ahead, hug your knees into your chest. And feel free to just stay here and rock side to side if that feels good. Or if you want to take happy baby, go ahead and grab for the outer edges of your feet and press your feet up like you're trying to stamp the ceiling. At the same time, gently pull down with your hands on your feet. Feel free to hang out here in the middle, or if you would like to invite in gentle movement, feel free to rock side to side. If it feels good to you, you can bend, or you can straighten one leg, then the other. When you're ready to wrap up your practice, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest once more. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, make your way into Shavasana. Just take a mini Shavasana. Let yourself have this final moment to rest. Just setting the tone for your day. Just know that you deserve this moment of stillness. And I will call you out in just a moment. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Begin to invite in a deeper breath and some gentle movement. So perhaps wiggling the fingers and the toes, spiraling the wrists and the ankles. And then just like we did at the beginning of class while standing, take a full body stretch like you're just waking up again. And then go ahead and roll over onto either side. Just resting your head on your arm like it's a pillow. And with as little effort as possible, go ahead and press yourself up into a seated position. Eyes stay closed if that's comfortable for you. Take your hands to your heart in a prayer pose. Just taking the final moment to honor your time, the time that you took this morning or whatever time it is for you to do something kind for your body and for your mind. Bring your thumbs to third eye center, seat of intuition. The light in me sees and celebrates the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.